Good morning, children. I hope you are well. This lesson is the last lesson of the week for reception learners learning phonics. So hello to children in Forest class and Matthew class and any other children who've joined us to do our phonics lessons. So today we are going to be doing our quiz for the words that I asked you to learn on Monday. You should have been practicing writing those words throughout the week, reading and writing them and learning them. So now for the quiz you are ready. If you have forgotten or you haven't had time to do that, I will just quickly tell you what the words are now, so you could go have a little practice. You could pause the video and have a little practice and then unpause it, ready to have a go at writing them and join in on the quiz. So this week's words were you, my, her, was and said. You, my, her, was and said. Okay. So if you have learnt those, can you make sure you have a whiteboard and your pen and you are ready to have a go at writing them? So number one, the first word I'd like you to write is you. Number one is you. If I'm going too quick, feel free to pause the video at any point so you can have time to write and really think about what that word looks like. Number two is my. My name is Anna. My. Number three is her. Her. And number four is was. Was. And number five is said. Said. So I did go through those quickly, but you can pause after each one to write it. Okay, feel free to go back if you need a little bit more time to remind yourself of which one was which. So I've chosen these words because these are words that we use all the time when we're writing sentences, but they're not words that we can phonetically sound out. They look different to how we hear them. So you, for example, you would think would be y and the oo sound from poo at the zoo, but it isn't actually, it's spelt differently. So let's go through and see how they're spelt. So number one, you is actually spelled y-o-a. If you didn't get that right, pause the video now to write it again next to it. You. Well done. Number two is my. My is a and a y. Number two is my. I hope you all got that one right. Number three is her. Her name is Sally. Her. Her. Okay. Practice writing it out again. If you've made a little mistake, just cross it out and have another go. Number four is was. Again, you'd think was sounds like we should spell it w-o-z, but we actually write it as though it looks like was. W-a-s. Very funny language, English. You have to just learn it. You just have to, after you get used to writing it lots of times, you will remember it in your head, what it looks like. Was. And the last word, the word we use a lot, is said. Again, it looks more like said, doesn't it? It's S-A-I-D. Said. Said. Okay. Give yourselves a tick and a mark out of 5 to show how many you did. If you need to practice a few more, do you remember I always say that a good way of doing it is by doing a little triangle. So you could practice said, if that was the trickiest, I think it might have been one of the trickiest ones, by doing that. So you slow down and you write an extra letter on each line. And by the end, it should be in a triangle shape. If you need to pause the video and have a practice at writing one of those words that maybe you made a mistake with using the triangle method, that would be a good idea to do that now. Okay, well done. Right, so we are now going to just read some of our sounds. I want us to read just a few of our sounds. Do you remember that at the beginning of the week I told you the sound shout it out. Do you remember what that looked like? It was an op and a. Yeah, I don't have the sound card for it. I always tell you that, but I wanted just to make sure you remember it. So when I go through the other sounds, you aren't not having practice saying it. The ow sound, there it is. Ow, shout it out. Ow, shout and loud and mouth. Okay, they're all the ow sounds, words with ow sounds. Okay, right, so sit up, back straight. We're just going to go through the sounds that the two sounds that we have been learning on these videos so far. Air, ah, o, oi, e, or, I, a, e, oo, well done. Okay, if you would like to practice reading some more words of these, I suggest that you, after this video, you go to Phonics Play. It's www.phonicsplay.com, and it's free, and you can go on to any of the Phase 1 or Phase 2 sound games, and there's different ways of reading words that have got just these sounds that we have learnt on them. So it's phonicsplay.com, so you could ask your grown-up to help find that on your tablet or your computer. Okay, we're going to finish now. We have I've given a little writing challenge for you to do over the weekend, which is watching a little video about swans. Okay, so the link is on the week plan that we sent out to your grown-up. So if you click on that, or you can just type in swan video for children in YouTube and it will come up. And I want you to watch that video, and afterwards I'd like you to draw a beautiful picture of a swan and have a go at writing some words around the swan with the information that you've learned from the video. So you might write feather, feather, or to show that they have feathers. You might have a go at writing nest, because they make a nest, nest. You might write lay eggs, lay eggs. Okay, so whatever information you want, make sure you really listen to it and then have a go using your sound and your writing to write some information around it. And if you'd like to take a photo of it, ask your grown-up to and send it in. That makes me really happy to see your work. Okay, children, so take care, have a lovely weekend, and I will be back on Monday with some more learning for you. Be helpful, be happy, bye!